Hello, I'm Surya Deepthi, working as an assistant professor in Department of Management Studies, Gayatri Vidya Parishad College for degree and PG courses, Vishakhapatnam. Today, I am going to give you a brief information about the Drugs and Magic Remedies Objectionable Advisement Act 1954 and an introduction about this act. To, to give you an overview, the Drugs and Magic Remedies Act was introduced in the year 1954 in the Parliament of India, and the main purpose of this act is to have a better control over the advertisements of the drugs in our country. The act intends to prohibit advertisements of drugs and the remedies that they claim to have magical remedies and make doing so a cognizable offense. The act defines magic remedy as any talisman, mantra, amulet, or any other object which is claimed to have miraculous power to cure, diagnose, prevent, or mitigate a disease in humans or animals. For example, in the earlier days, when children or they were not well, they were not taken to a clinical practitioner, but they were taken to the village heads or the tantris who used to give them a certain kind of tantra mantra vaidya treatment through which they used to feel emotionally that their disease has been cured. Further, this act also tries to address all the devices that claim to have power to influence structure or function of an organ in a human or an animal. Let us understand the terms that are used in common reference in this particular act. What is a drug? The drug includes any medicine which is used for any external or internal purpose for a human being for the treatment of any disease, for cure of a disease, or even a preventive measure. Further, it is also any article other than food intended to affect or influence in any way the structure of any organic function of the body or human being as an animal. An article intended for use of any component of a medicine, substance is an article referred to as any either of the three categories of the drugs. So this is what a brief understanding about a drug is. Now, what does the term magic remedy tell about? It includes the talisman, mantras and kavachas as we have earlier discussed in the previous slide, which actually tries to create a charm or a kind of emotional which tries to allege to possess miraculous powers in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation and treatment and prevention of disease in human beings. The term advertisement includes any notice, circular, label, wrapped or other documents or any announcement made orally or by any means of producing or transmitting the light, sound or smoke. The main purpose of advertisement is promotion. So this particular act tries to curb or have a better control on all those kinds of acts which try to give a false claim or provoke the consumers towards this falsification understanding. Now, who is a registered medical practitioner? A person who holds a qualification granted by an authority specified in or noticed under Section 3 of the Indian Medical Degree Act or specified in the schedules to the Indian Medical Council Act 1956. A person who is entitled to be registered as a medical practitioner under the law for the time being in force in any state to which the Act extends relating to the registration of medical practitioners. Now, to have a better understanding, this particular slide tries to tell you what are the different kinds of products and how these products through ads are being promoted. So you can look at the first ad which tells to talk about any kind of a Sona belt or a slim belt which claims that it is going to reduce your waist length or your waistline in a very short span just by wearing the Sona belt. You do not have to do any kinds of diets or exercise. Use this product and become slim. This is what this particular ad tries to promote. You can look at the other two ads which is about the hair regrowth. This particular product tells or promises the customers saying that if you start using this particular product within 30 minutes, it starts to activate the regrowth on your hair, and they also have claims saying it is FDA approved and ingredients. Now, you could just think whether this is in practical possible or not? Truly, it is not feasible. You cannot imagine your hair to regrow in 30 minutes. So, yes, that is why the Drugs and Magic Remedies Act, or the Objectionable Act, is trying to address these kinds of false claiming ads by trying to give a better governance and control, and also trying to prevent the customers from getting uh, disciplined towards these kinds of act. Now, what does this act talk on all about? It talks about the law prohibited advertisements of drugs and remedies for magic sales or deed, inducing miscarriage or prevention conception in the woman, improving of maintaining the capacity for sexual pleasure, correction of menstrual disorders, curing, diagnosing, or preventing any disease or condition mentioned in any included schedule. The original included schedule contains at least 54 diseases and conditions. So this particular act tries to holistically cover all these particular references. And the main purpose or the objective of this act is to control the advertisements of drugs in certain cases that we have discussed in the previous slide, and to prohibit the advertisement for certain purposes of remedies alleged to possess a magic quality. So these are the different 50 diseases which are being listed under this particular act, where different kinds of drugs or a product are claiming that they have miraculous things without proper approvals. All right, and trying to false claim that they have a remedy for this particular kind of diseases. The Act states that the schedule may be changed later to include more diseases. They are no more accepted as remedies. The Act stated that these changes will be made in consultation with the Drug Technical Advisory Board, which includes both the Ayurveda and Unani practice if deemed necessary by the central government. And quickly taking you an overview of the recent penalties that the companies or the pharma companies that the government has posed on different categories of objectionable ads. The pharma company may face rupees 50 lakh penalty for 2-year jail term for Deceptive Drugs Act. This is a case in New Delhi. There is also a case which talks about checking misleading ads for traditional medicines. This is one more case. And these are other deceptive ads which can tell you that you can take this particular Endura Mask products. Actually, you can, or whey proteins. You can just take them and increase your weight, which is very less cost and has very splendid results on your body, for especially all the bodybuilders. All the multivitamin supplements which they just claim that have wonderful results, but they truly do not have. Different kinds of drugs that are being banned are still being promoted through misleading advertisements. Weight loss products, similarly weight loss supplements. These all are different kinds of deceptive acts that are trying to be addressed. Now, what are the penalties? Under this particular act, the penalty carries a maximum sentence of 6 months imprisonment with or without fine for the first conviction. In case of any subsequent conviction, the term may be up to 1 year. If the convicted party is a company, all members of the company will be deemed guilty. Now, this particular slide clearly tells you that all the famous actors who happen to be brand ambassadors of different cosmetic products or beauty products. Today, yes, they are also going to be fined heavily. Further, recently the Fair and Lovely product had also been fined penalty under the Drugs and Magic Remedial Act. These are other examples to quickly understand how these kinds of products have been exaggerated under the promotions category. So the act focuses mainly to understand what is a fake product or what is exactly the fact behind that particular product. So before you choose a product or a remedy or a treatment, it is very important that you always have a secondary opinion and a recheck of the product that you are trying to use. These are again few more latest examples under the Drugs and Cosmetic and Drugs and Magic Remedy Act. The cosmetic company being operated without licenses. And you have e-pharmacy to come under regulatory scannery soon. Drugs sold under the SANS regulatory non-safety studies. Medical devices like nebulizers, blood pressures, monitors have been notified for not maintaining the right quality standards of the product developed for meeting that specific disease diagnostic purpose. All right. So the import and export also been banned on advertisement. There are certain restrictions for the products under this particular medical aspects. So hope you had a good learning about the Drugs and Magic Remedial Act. Thank you.